Hi Libra, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie. Today I'm going to be doing your monthly reading for the month of June. I'm doing this reading for the second time. I did a bonus reading and I did a reading for your month of June, and somehow one of them got completely lost. So I guess that wasn't for you guys. I'm doing a whole new reading for you for this month of June to see what's in store for you, what messages are available, and what you need to hear right now. So thank you so much for joining me. If you are a current subscriber, thank you so much for being a part of this channel. I am having so much fun creating it. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. It's very nice to meet you. My name is Katie, and I love doing tarot readings and card readings. As you can see on my channel, I have tons of them for all zodiac signs. Sometimes I do pick-a cards, I do monthlies, I do mid-months. Sometimes I do weeklies if I get a chance as well, and new moon and full moon readings. So if you want to be a part of this channel, I invite you. I would love for you to click on the little tipi on the corner of this video. There's a golden tipi right there. You can go ahead and click on that, and that way you'll be subscribed. So, Libras, let's see. Messages for Libras for the month of June. Okay, I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross for you guys. We're starting off with the current situation being the King of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Cups here as well. I'm going to be showing you the cards in a bit. As a challenge position, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Chariot card. Beautiful. In the past, we've got the Six of Swords and the King of Cups. In your mind space, I'm going to set all the reading. Queen of Cups. I'm going to be setting the whole reading first. I'm doing it on a little table in front of me, and then I'm going to be showing you the cards and discussing what they mean, okay? So if you want, you can go ahead and check the description box below in the meantime as I go ahead and shuffle the cards and set up your reading. There's always goodies over there to get, you know, notified about. So, okay. This is interesting, Libra. It's definitely different to the reading that I did previously, so I think that there must have been some kind of important shift that happened, that the energy is kind of like adjusted, and I needed to read this new messages for the majority of you guys. Obviously, this is a general reading, so it is not going to apply to everybody the same. There's tons of Libras out there, obviously. So some messages might apply for you, some other messages might apply for other people, all right? Take what resonates for you, and if it doesn't resonate, that's perfectly fine. Just leave it, okay? Let's see. Current situation for the month of June, we have the King of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So I would say that some of you guys could be dealing with a potential soulmate who could be an earth sign, a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. That's the most obvious meaning from this combination of cards. Some of you guys could be in a relationship with an earth sign. You could be interested in an earth sign, or you could have an earth sign in your life that is very important for you, that maybe feels like family or is family, or feels like someone who you just know on a soul level, on an energy level, on a spiritual level. You just know this person, you feel comfortable with this person. Even if you just met, you know, it's kind of like that energy of feeling very familiar with someone. Some of you guys are wishing to create more financial stability and material stability in your life with your partner. So if you're coupled, maybe you're not coupled with an earth sign necessarily, but you are trying to manifest higher levels of stability with your soulmate, with your partner currently. Okay, Libra? As a challenge for this month of June, we have the Eight of Swords and we have the Chariot. So this month of June, I think that it's going to be important for you to pay attention to the thought process that goes on in your head, especially with the Eight of Swords here. Sometimes we're the only ones holding ourselves back, and I think that this could be the case for some Libras out there, because the Eight of Swords is a card that describes self-imposed limitation. So this is the kind of thoughts, the kind of beliefs, the kind of ideas that we sustain on a mind level that are very unconscious, that are just kind of like ingrained in the back of our mind, and for some reason they don't allow us to move forward properly. They don't allow us to seek, to risk, to, you know, go after the things that we want to go after, because maybe we have those beliefs so strongly within ourselves that we don't really give ourselves permission to go all the way. So my questions for you are, what are you not giving yourself permission to do that is good for you? What are you holding yourself back from? What are you sabotaging yourself with, quite honestly? Like, this kind of beliefs, what I'm getting from this particular reading is that maybe you feel, for example, like an underdog, or you feel like the one who doesn't win, or the one who has to work harder than the others, or maybe you feel like you have to push and fight and work so much just to get a little bit of a reward. And those beliefs, those ways of seeing things have become so kind of like, yeah, ingrained in your subconscious mind, that now you don't feel like you have earned a reward unless you work really hard. Or maybe you feel like you are not deserving of abundance or connection, love, support if you don't do something in return, or if you don't act a certain way. Maybe you feel like you're not lovable unless you look a certain way, or you act a certain way, or you achieve something. You know what I mean? So these are limitations that are being imposed by you, and that is good news, Libra. That is really good news, because you, as soon as you identify these beliefs, you are the one that gets to shift them. They are not a actual limitation. They are not a limitation that is present within your current external reality. They are actually a limitation that you are allowing in your mind space, and that has an effect, of course, on how it reflects on your reality. But it's not, you know, like an external obstacle to overcome. It is more of an internal alignment that needs to happen. And with the Chariot here, it seems to me like you might have a little bit of trouble getting this off the ground and actually kind of like going for it. Some of you guys might have a hard time discovering what these beliefs are. I feel like for some of you guys, it's super obvious. Like, as soon as I mentioned it, you were like, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. But there's others of you who don't. There's others of you who are like, I don't know, what am I holding myself back from? A good way of thinking about it is, what do you want to have that you don't? That's a start. Like, if you want to have a love relationship but you don't have it, why is that? If you want to have more abundance but you don't have it, why is that? There is a big chance that you are somehow holding yourself back. And know that obviously this is an unconscious process. This doesn't mean that you are, you know, that there's a part of you that is actively against you or anything like that. This just means that there is a deeper communication that needs to happen within your subconscious mind and your conscious mind. There is a video that you should definitely check out. I love Marie Forleo. I don't know you probably have heard of her, Marie Forleo. She's an entrepreneur. She's amazing. And I took a training with her in B school. And she has a video with a manifestation consultant. I don't remember her name. She's like Dr. something. And the video is called How to Reprogram Your Subconscious Mind, if I'm not mistaken. Look for that up. I'm going to try to find it and, you know, add it on a little card here up somewhere if I remember. But you can definitely check that out, and that is going to help you guys, specifically the ones that don't really know where to start. Okay? In the recent past, you have definitely moved on from a situation that was kind of like mixing all of your emotions in a little blender there for a second. Maybe in the recent past, you had a situation that just made you feel extremely emotionally triggered, or emotionally confused or hurt or something, and you may have struggled a little bit with getting control of your emotions for a second there, but then you definitely mastered your emotions. You definitely achieved a level of control over the water impulses within you, you know, like the emotional impulses, psychic energy, you know, you kind of like ground yourself a little bit there, and you were able to come out successful and move forward into the future that you are now headed to. Some of you guys might be dealing with a water sign. Some of you guys feel like the universe handed you your cup, your reward, your gift, your partner, your windfall of abundance as like a cup filled with water. As you can see here, I don't know if you can see that there's like something floating in the water. I've never noticed that before. Is this focusing? This brown thing here. It's the first time that I noticed that. It's kind of like something floating in the water, and he doesn't seem to be very happy about it. So I feel like in the recent past, maybe some of you guys felt like you received something that you wanted, but it came in such a way that wasn't completely fulfilling for you. Nonetheless, you are headed forward, you are moving forward, you are stepping into a higher level of maturity within your emotions. You're not letting petty things get to you anymore. You're not gonna let, you know, drama or other people's business kind of like shake you up anymore. I feel like you are focused. You may be a little bit overwhelmed right now. You may be dealing with a lot of things right now. Responsibilities, things to do, commitments, things at work. You may be working really hard to make a lot of money, and that money might definitely be coming in. So much so that you can actually share with others and create new foundations or structures financially for your life and to share with your loved ones. However, it does seem to me like if you pace yourself a bit, that could actually be more beneficial, because this is a card of being overwhelmed and having a little bit too much of something to the point of burning out. So it is a great time for you to look back at the things that you have accomplished, the things that you have manifested. Look back, see what you're happy with, see what maybe isn't necessary anymore, and just kind of like adapt that a little bit. I'm getting that for a lot of signs, actually, like a little bit of an inventory of what's going on. In your mind, you have the Queen of Cups and the Hangman. Some of you guys are dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Some of you guys dealt with a situation that felt kind of crappy, emotionally speaking, with a water sign, and you just didn't get the closure that you needed. You didn't receive any answers, you didn't receive any clarity, and you're still in your mind kind of like, what was that? Like, what was that? Like, I'm here in the Hangman position, just upside down, not closure, not understanding what went down. Is this person gonna talk to me again? Is this person going to say something? Am I supposed to just move on with this? I don't know. That goes for some of you guys. Obviously, it's not gonna resonate with all, but I do feel that you are headed into a very powerful and positive position of leadership within your own life and your own reality. So we have the card of the Knight of Swords, which is usually associated with Libras, Geminis, or Aquarius. And this knight is very fast. He's very, like, a little bit impulsive, a little bit fast paced. He's moving all the way real fast into what he deserves. I feel like you are claiming what is yours. You're claiming what is true for you, your space, your foundation of your life, your kind of like, yeah, your stability. I think that stability is a big deal for you guys this month for some reason. I feel like some of you guys are kind of like going all the way into a new chapter with a partner, with a marriage, with work. Right now, I feel like money is very abundant for you. I feel like there's a lot coming in, but it is important for you to pace yourself, as I mentioned earlier. Because if you see here, we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is the highest form of financial abundance, material abundance, money coming in, you know, everything that you could possibly need is there, financially speaking. But then we have the 5 of Pentacles here, which speaks about emotional bankruptcy. So it's like feeling left out in the cold, rejected, burnt out, tired, exhausted, sad. You know what I mean? And with the 10 of Pentacles here, I feel like some of you guys could be sacrificing your well-being in order to take your job or take your profession to a whole new level, or your abundance to a whole new level. But that might not be the best or healthiest thing for you right now. Like, try to pace yourself, because you don't want to end up emotionally bankrupt because you want it to be financially successful. You know what I mean? That goes for some of you guys, not for all, as I mentioned. In your environment, we have the Page of Cups and the Empress. So you're being invited by the universe to be very connected to your well-being, to your self-nurturing, to your self-care, self-love, making sure that your body has everything it needs, your supplements, your exercise, your hydration, you know, whatever it is that you need, make sure to have it. I feel like in your environment is also inviting you to understand that you don't have to work so hard. You could have the same level of abundance with half the work, but you would need to do that through understanding of this Empress energy, of the feminine energy, of your deservingness, and how the universe can bring in things for you without you having to sacrifice your well-being. So some of you guys are definitely dealing with a little bit of a balancing between masculine and feminine energy. Some of you guys are so much in the masculine that you're burning yourself out, and because of the lack of so okay, I don't know if everybody's aware of this, but I'm gonna say it just in case. So every human being has feminine energy, masculine energy. Sorry guys, I cut my hair recently and I'm a little bit distracted because I don't know, I feel like it looks a little weird. I apologize. So yeah, every human being has feminine energy, masculine energy. Masculine energy goes, achieves, does, is energy directed outward through action usually. Feminine energy is energy directed inward in a receptivity mode, being magnetized in through presence, through flow, through ease, and through feminine energy. So some of you guys are doing so much, and you're not having any kind of connection to the feminine energy of just being and receiving, and that is actually making or pushing your manifestations away, because you need both. You need the doing and the action in order to manifest what you want, yes. But if you don't stop and receive it and feel the gratitude for it, you can't sustain it. You can't really allow it in completely. So balance. So balance yourself out. Don't burn yourself out. Some of you guys, I'm even receiving like this intuitive like scent of like metal burning. You know, like when like the brakes of your car when they start like overheating. So yeah, some of you guys definitely need to pace yourself. Some of you guys, oof, you are on the verge of burnout, like adrenal fatigue. I don't know what that is exactly, but that's what I just heard, adrenal fatigue. So if you're feeling very burned down, if you're feeling like you're like on the edge, research adrenal fatigue. It could have something to do with you, I guess. I don't know where that came from, honestly. Some of you might be over caffeinating, under hydrating. Some of you have deadlines that feel so important and you feel like the world is gonna end if you don't make that deadline. The world is not gonna end, but your body might just like explode. So try not to give external things more importance or more priority than yourself. You are the priority. It's like what I'm getting is someone working for someone else, and that person putting so much pressure on that other someone that this person goes all the way, burns themselves out in order to make the goal happen for someone else. And then they either make the goal happen and the person is like, yay, thank you for doing your work, whatever. Or you kind of like burn out in the process and they just replace you. So yeah, take care of yourself, you guys. Take good care of yourself. If you resonate with that message, boy, take good care of yourself right now. Some of you guys need to change jobs. I feel like some of you guys are getting brutally like overworked. Please comment below if that resonates with you. I would love to hear about it. So I feel like that is for someone very specific. Like I feel like that is very clear. Hopes and fears. You have the hope of making an important decision that you have been contemplating for a while. You have the hope of receiving clarity on which of two paths to take. I feel like some of you guys know that you're being kind of like a little bit overburdened at work, and you're trying to maybe convince yourself of leaving the work, but you might not want to because of the security. I don't know, I feel like a little group of you guys that are kind of like in that dilemma in the month of June. But what I'm getting with the Knight of Pentacles here is that it is a wonderful month for you to strategize and take a step back. Take a step back, think about things, evaluate things clearly, and make a plan. Like, is this sustainable? Can you actually move forward and get what you want through this? Or maybe not, you know, think about it. With the Three of Wands and the Three of Swords, it's like you are kind of like wrapping up the month with waiting for something to happen, kind of like maybe waiting for that answer. Maybe that answer, it doesn't come in this month, but you start to feel like the emotional sacrifice of something that you're sustaining is just too much. Like, it's not something that you're willing to invest any more emotional energy into. I feel like you guys, some of you guys are kind of like waiting for permission from others due to the beliefs that you hold in your mind. Like, you're waiting for permission from others to leave that job or to leave that situation. It's like you find it dishonorable to quit, or dishonorable to maybe abandon a certain scenario that is draining you. But the emotional discomfort is going to become so strong for those of you who know that this is a message for you. The emotional energy is going to become so heavy that you are going to have to make a change. If this doesn't resonate with you, then the outcome is telling me that you need to be patient with your healing. How many times have my guides said that? Gotta be patient with your healing. I feel like we've been healing for so long. All of us, it's like an eternal thing. Like, I don't know if there's any point of culmination for the healing process, you know, to be honest with you. But what I'm getting is very strongly for that group of Libras out there. Very clear. If that doesn't resonate with you, honestly, I don't think I have much information for you guys. Like that, I feel like initially I started reading for the whole sign of Libra, and then somehow this little group of Libras kind of like took over the reading. And you might actually resonate with the beginning more than the end, because I feel like the end just kind of like took that direction. So let me know below what's going on, you guys. I would love to know. And I hope that you have a wonderful month of June. It seems to be very good, but you have to pace yourselves. Like, just make sure that you're taking the proper care that you need. And if you do, you're gonna have a great month, because there is a lot of emotional maturity with you. There is a lot of leadership and stability and abundance. And there's a lot of abundance. Just make sure that it's worth it, and make sure that you're not sacrificing your emotional abundance for your financial abundance, okay? Sending so much love your way, you guys, and thank you so much for your patience with this Libra reading. I don't know what the hell happened with the other reading, but I guess that's fine. This is maybe what you guys needed to hear. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. You can click on the little golden tippy in the corner of this video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you very soon, you guys. Bye.